News headlines. Coronavirus. Global death toll exceeds 200,000. Ayatollah Khamenei calls on Iranian people not to be afraid of US boiling povers. President Rouhani. Iran closely watching US moves. Iran satellite launch right move in right direction. IRGC satellite launch proved Iran stronger than before, US senator. Coronavirus. Global toll exceeds up to 200,000. The global COVID-19 death toll crossed the 200,000 mark on Saturday. Johns Hopkins University researchers said the US is the most heavily impacted country, having lost more than 53,000 lives to the pandemic, but Europe accounts about half of the world's fatalities. Death and infection figures are highly controversial, however, as countries use different methods to tally the numbers. The UK became the fifth country to have recorded more than 20,000 deaths on the Saturday. Britain's Department of Health and Social Care said that a further 813 people had succumbed to the disease over the previous days, bringing the total death toll to 20,319. The four other countries to have passed the Micber threshold are the US, Italy, Spain, and France, but Britain's real death toll is likely to be much higher as UK authorities only report deaths observed in hospitals. Several countries, including France and Belgium, include suspects' COVID-19 deaths from nursing homes. Ayatollah Khamenei calls on Iranian people not to be afraid of US boiling povers. Leader of the Islamic Revolution Ayatollah Sayyid Ali Khamenei has called on the Iranian people not to be afraid of the United States and other boiling povers. Ayatollah Khamenei made the remarks on Saturday after taking part in Quran recitation event to mark the bringing of the holy month of Ramadan. The leader attended the event via video conference in line with guidelines to avoid gatherings to prevent the spread of the novel coronavirus. Fear of the US will result in bitter outcomes, and we have witnessed in previous years that some of our statements fear of the US caused difficult problems for them, the leader stated. The leader urged fearlessness and steadfastness in the face of enemies and said some Muslims that have suffered humiliation as a result of disregarding their own might and being intimidated by tyrannical powers. President Rouhani. Iran closely watching US moves. Iran's president has told the Qatari Emir that Tehran won't initiate any conflict in the region despite the US prospective moves. Iran's president has told the Emir Qatari that Tehran won't initiate any conflict in the region despite the US provocative moves. The Islamic Republic of Iran is closely watching and following the activities and movements of Americans, but will never be the instigator of any tension and conflict in the region, President Hassan Rouhani said on Saturday. He made the remarks in a phone conversation with Emir of Qatar Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani. The Emir Qatari in turn underlined the need for all countries to prevent escalation of tensions in the region. During the phone call, the two sides also stressed that all countries must cooperate and strive to ensure the stability and security of the region. The phone conversation came after US President Donald Trump claimed that he had instructed the US Navy to destroy Iranian boats if they harass American ships in the Persian Gulf. Iran satellite launch right move in right direction. President Hassan Rouhani says a recent successful launch for a homemade satellite was proof that Iran has pursued a sound policy to develop its space sector. In comment published on Friday, the Iranian president hailed the launch of Noor military satellite earlier this week by the Islamic Revolution Guards Corps, which was a right move in the right direction. He said, "This success is a sign that strengthening the space sector in the country and in the armed forces has been a correct and effective step," Rouhani said in a phone call with Defense Minister Brigadier General Amir Hatami. The IRGC successfully put Light 1 satellite into space on April 22nd, a move which irritated several Western countries. The United States claimed that the launch showed that Iran would target other countries with its long-range missiles. Washington and allies have even called the launch a breach of United Nations resolution on 2015 deal on Iran's nuclear energy program, something both Tehran and signatories to the treaty have dismissed as baseless. Iranian authorities have stated on several occasions that the country's missile power is solely for defense purposes. In his Friday comments, Rouhani reiterated that Iran should do more to further strengthen its space capabilities. IRGC satellite launch proved Iran stronger than before, U.S. Senator. A U.S. senator says Iran's recent satellite launch proved that the policies adopted by President Donald Trump have strengthened Iran and weakened America in the Middle East compared with 4 years ago. In a series of tweets, Therese Murphy, a connected Democrat, referred to Iran's Islamic Revolution Guards Corps' successful launch of Iran's first military satellite, dubbed Noor-1 or Light-1, and described it as more proof that Trump's Iran policy just strengthens Iran. In virtually every way, Iran is stronger today in the Middle East, and America is weaker than 4 years ago, he noted, elaborating on how disastrous Trump's policies have been since he took office in 2016. The IRGC successfully placed the Islamic Republic's first military satellite in its designated orbit on April 22nd, using a rocket which is also the country's first three-stage launch vehicle to successfully deliver its loot. In his Twitter thread, the U.S. senator accused Iran and its allies in the region of shooting at U.S. troops on a regular basis and blamed it on Trump's policies. Referring to the U.S. assassination of Iranian top anti-terror commander Lieutenant General Qasem Soleimani in Baghdad, Murphy said the killing was supposed to deter Iran, according to Trump, but it resulted in further attacks on U.S. troops. The top senator pointed on Trump's termination of the 2015 nuclear deal between Iran and world powers, saying the U.S. president's policy has failed miserably. Nobody signed up for the new sanction and Iran started their nuclear program and no better deal, he added. Thanks for watching our video till the end. If you want to support us, don't forget to subscribe our channel. God bless you.